Alright, so you guys just got back. The paper says the take-home quiz. And here are the take-home quiz directions. At the top right, it tells you a due date. The due date, you write it down, Friday, next Friday, 10/25/2019. Now, this does not mean you actually turn it in next Friday. You can actually turn it in earlier for a free check. Okay, so Monday I'm going to say take-home quizzes, pass them forward. Okay, and I'm going to check them. What is the take-home quiz worth? Individually, each person, if you turn it in and it's all correct, you will receive a 100% on the quiz.
Yay!
No, try that again. You were enthusiastic.
Yay!
Okay. But, like on Monday I say pass it forward, I might look at it, I actually might reject it. I'll say it's wrong, and then you can turn it back in the next day. Does that make sense? I will only accept take-home quizzes at the beginning of class. So if you pass it forward and I reject it, and you're like, no, mister, wait, let me change it. I'm not going to let you change it. Now, it gets even better. Collectively as a class, you will receive a class bonus. What is it? If by next Friday, 10/25/2019, at the beginning of class, 100% of the class has turned it in, and 100% of those quizzes are correct, I will add a rule to Aries to drop your lowest quiz score.
Yay!
No, you're not happy.
Yay!
So, it's like a double bonus. You'll get 100% on a quiz, and then if you guys all turn it in, you will get a dropped Aries score. Okay, now, this is my statistics from the past 4 years of doing this. Okay, I don't know, the first time I offered it, students loved it. They're like, yeah, let's do it. 4 out of my 5 classes first semester, second semester, 5 out of 5. In the last 3 years, 2 years, 10 classes, no one got it. No one got it. They got it second semester. And it might be painstakingly, you might be at 90%, but class, if 90% of you turn it in, do you get the class bonus? No, it needs to be 100%. So if you know you're going to be absent Friday, you're feeling sick on Wednesday, you better turn it in early. I've had students jump over that fence to turn them in if they were sick, and they jump back over to turn it in. And the sad thing was, they still missed it by 1 student. It wasn't that student. It's sad, yeah, I know. Okay, I have some resources for you. This is a blank one if you ever need it. I'm recording this one, which has common mistakes, which I'm about to show you. I've even recorded a video how to convert fractions and decimals, because you're going to need that. And I'm going to show you some real examples here. That's the video for fractions and decimals if you need it. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to look on Aries. In the first part, look on the paper there. You're going to have to find your attendance. And number 1, citizenship and attendance. Okay, so today is day number what? 51. So you guys will put their day 51, and then you look on your absences for this class only. Does that make sense? So for example, this student, this is a real student. On day 65, I passed it out. They had 4 absences. 4 divided by 65. You take that number and multiply it by 100. They got. That's not a percent, so that's wrong. That's why it's wrong. It's not 0.06. It should have been 6%. This student was absent 6% of the time. This student had 14 tardies out of 65. They're not absent less than 1% of the time. They're absent, tardy 21% of the time. Do you see why this was wrong? And I would have rejected it from the student. Okay, let's look at some more examples. These are real students. Okay. This student didn't know decimals. They said they were absent 15% of the time. 1 out of 65. That's almost 1 out of 100, right? That should be like 1 or 2%. Are you following me? But somehow in their conversion, they think they're absent 15% of the time. No, they're absent only 1.5% of the time. Let's try to find another student. Oh, the classic mistake. Look at this one. This student was only absent 3 times out of 62 days, and they say they're absent 95% of the time. Or students will tell me that they're absent 0, and then they write in their absent rate, they're 100% absent all the time. Are you guys following me? So that this should be a low percentage. Low absences, low percentage. Does that make sense? Okay, let's look at some right ones. There it is. This is nice. 0 and 0. Looks good. And what I'm pointing out to you, these are the common mistakes why yours will be rejected. Okay, fractions and decimals is the first number one mistake. The second number one mistake, turn to the back side. Look at number 3. You're going to have to square and circle. Do you guys see these squares and circles? Do you see them on these examples? I will literally reject your take-home quiz on Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday or Friday next week because you don't have squares and circles. And it's going to happen to someone. You're going to pass it forward and I'm going to reject it. And I won't tell you why. And you're like, oh, I got the circles. Wait, mystery. Just do it the first time. I'm telling you. That's why I'm recording this. And then put your finger down at 4 and 5. It's kind of like, what do you need to work on your top priorities? You write something like your attendance, your homeworks, your quizzes. What are you actually going to do? And when are you going to do it by? Okay? All right. So you just basically look at Aries. You're looking at your you're looking at your grades. You're looking at your attendance. And these are the top mistakes and hopefully some due dates.